sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Stolen Fix has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this station, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
And welcome.
The cool thing was you played as Woody, and you could use your little
Woody.
you use your little pull string in the back of him as
You
like
said
a
pull.
whip, and you could swing across. Okay, now I'm afraid of what I'm going to say. You could swing across giant penises and vaginas.
Oh God, I did not expect that. Well played, Mr. Consomo. Well played.
And it says, the guy says, the Glacial Fortress.
Glacial Fortress.
And you know what's funny? My Japanese roommate was in the room with me the first time I played that, and he heard that and then said to me in his thick-ass Japanese accent, "Why a guy talk like that?"
Totally.
The next question.
Yeah, I don't know. Just remember these readers or listeners.
This next question is pretty much incredibly good.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'm gonna get some emails. Tony Swank. Did anyone else have trouble watching episode of Family Matters without thinking about the similarities between Doc and Carl Winslow? He even writes a like thing.
Best question ever. Oh my God, that's awesome. I'm dying.
Doc is played by Reginald Vell Johnson.
Number 2 is Spogs Racing.
What?
You don't remember when I did the review for Spogs and I said it sounded like a venereal disease?
I do remember, actually.
We got this thing in Team Awesome. We call it Plan A, and it's the sort of the plan that you use every moment of your life. In this way, everything solves. It's easy to solve any problem at any time, anytime, anywhere. And Plan A is winging it.
First
So-
thought, best thought.
Yeah, you're just winging it, and if that doesn't work out, you go to Plan B, which is just repeat Plan A until it works out. So,
I like that.
you know.
I think that Mega Man has like the best jump animation in the history.
He
Of
totally does.
It does.
He totally
It does.
It's that look on his face when he jumps. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
makes
like,
it.
Look at his face, it's just the most
Every single
satisfying
leap
thing.
is just filled with the exuberance of being alive.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's like the way he positions his arms and the way his face looks and the sound it makes, and it's like you could literally just jump over and over again in a level and be happy. And I think the fact that he pauses in that position when he goes—that's the face of me.
Yeah.
If you time it
that's
just
what
right,
we're-
he'll kind of glide
Yeah,
across the
it's like
ceiling.
stands there and pauses while the screen scrolls over. It's so awesome.
Oh.
And we were in the McDonald's, and all of a sudden, there was this woman that. Okay, she ordered chicken nuggets. And she got one sauce, and she's like, "Can I have another sauce?" And they were like, "Oh, that'll be like 12 cents or whatever the sauce is. You know how they charge you now for additional sauce."
Yeah.
So she lost her shit. Like, me, Topher, and Colette. I think Franz was there. Like,
Yeah, Franz was there.
Dyson was there, and Hamza was there, I think. We literally had this look on her face, like, we literally thought she was going to punch the woman in the face, jump over the thing, rip out her hair, pull out a gun if she had one. I've never seen someone go so crazy over a damn sauce.
But wait,
And she
Chad, didn't she throw the tray?
She ended up, the fight went on for so long that she ended up taking her tray of food and throwing it back at the woman who gave it to her. And it said something like, not to use explicit expletives, but she ended up saying like, "Fuck that shit! I don't want it anymore." And, like, the room with the coming back, and I remember we all looked at each other, and we were very like taken aback, but at the same time, I think all of us are kind of like, that was awesome.
It was awesome. It was so funny and weird. Oh man, I'm so glad you remember that as well as I do, because I like tell that story to people all the time.
Well, I think the story is really good for this episode because it's kind of like a real life beat 'em up. Because in beat 'em ups, especially like River City Ransom,
It's like the start of the game. She doesn't get her honey mustard, so she storms out of McDonald's and just beats the shit out of everybody between there and her house.
About it, in beat 'em ups, you always take random shit from like the environment and you use it to fight. So like I could see her in a beat 'em up like taking a tray like and just hitting people with it.
Have the Katamari, the King of the Universe as my father.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, good choice.
Yeah, but then he'd put you to work and make you do shit all day and like.
You mean just
no,
like
no,
you mean just like every other father on the fucking planet?
No, but you talk about like dysfunction. You know, that's
Exactly.
everything you do. He would be like, "This is bullshit." You know, if you let us do it, we would have done it so much better. But oh well, I guess I'll just throw it up into the sky. It's only a fucking star that you just made.
You know what, Aaron, honestly, that sounds a lot like my real life father.
Okay, now to the Virtual Console. So, Bases Loaded and Yoshi's Cookie came out. They're both awesome. I love Nintendo. 3 out of 5 Dolphins. Let's talk about Ikaruga!
Here's a broad question. Nihon Tiger, what are your best moments from the past year? I had some pizza rolls. It was awesome.
Calpis says, if one or more of your fellow hosts were to be turned into a zombie, would you kill them to put them out of their misery?
Yes.
I'm not asking Anthony
Yes.
this. All right.
Yes.
I'm skipping you.
Yep.
Or love them and chain them up in your tool shed like Sean did to Ed and Shaun of the Dead.
I'd kill all of you to put you out of your misery, except for Anthony, who I would chain up and watch starve slowly to death.
Oh.
Thanks, Joker.
It's for the Genesis. You might have heard of that shit. It came out around the same time as that Super Nintendo. It was black. It came out by Sega. And the game for it is called Revenge of Shinobi. You know what's so badass about this game? It's not Shinobi. It's the sequel to Shinobi. And it's even better than the original Shinobi. You like a ninja. You do side scrolling. You throw some throwing stars and shit. Awesome. And this shit is dope. So I say get Revenge of Shinobi. It's only 800 points. So I give this week easily 5 out of 5 mother effing dolphins. Word.
Okay, you are so white.
I guess when I think of something melted, I think of something that could be on a stick, and you can't put a Slurpee on a stick.
Nothing in this world can melt unless it is on a stick. The Chad Samo property of heat removal. How do we solve global warming? Keep the polar ice caps off a stick.
Okay, now I'm regretting having Anthony on this podcast. Picks. Okay. Tabatic.
Too bad.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
Well, the one that I got made fun of like forever in the forums and the community blogs once because someone caught me on Xbox playing it, and when I say playing it, I mean like playing it like all the time. I literally played it for like 2 months straight. Oh god.
Is it Cars?
Yes!
Dude, I remember that. I remember like I had thought you left the game in and walked away.
I remember that because I sent you a message and I was like, Cars? Like
Yeah, you see, that's worse.
like
than
lowercase
mine,
o underscore uppercase O.
I got Gilbert. Oh my god! I got like a million messages like yours. Like everyone was like Cars, and the best part was I happened to get into it around when Halo 3 came out. So it was like
so
someone took a
hilarious.
screenshot of like, you know, on the computer there's a list of all your friends and what they're playing.
They
Someone took a
also Halo
screenshot.
3
It literally was like
you,
80,
Cars.
yeah, it was like 80 people on their friends list said all Halo 3, and I was right in the middle. And it said Cars.
That's funny.
What it was a headband that plugged into the Atari, and it controlled the games with your eyebrows. I swear to God, I'm not lying.
What the hell?
Because, like,
I've never
I
seen
love
this.
it. The Atari is the greatest thing ever.
When
Does
you're
it have
at
a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes ding ding.
That might be one like the greatest. I was thinking about putting together a list of the top 10 cutscenes of all time. And I was thinking about putting that one like either on the number 1 or number 2 because that's like so classic. Like when
So
people,
iconic.
it's so iconic. Like I feel like that is so like if you see an image of that, you immediately know it's from Punch Out. Like not even. You don't
Would
even
this be the Chad Consalmo number 1, where there's actually 5 alternate versions of number 1?
Pretty much. It's like the guy tries to do like some 8-bit like 8-bit dialogue, and he actually says the title. But this is what it sounds like. I'm gonna do my best impression of the guy at the during the title screen.
Okay.
You turn it on, and it goes, "Row, row!"
Every game should do that at the beginning.
Do you remember, was it Blades of Steel?
Yeah.
That had that too, where it was like you turn it on and it was like this horrible voice was like, it was like this, it was like, Blades of Steel!
I think we need to bring that shit back.
I agree, actually. I was like, I would love to turn on like Gears of War and have it be like Gears of War.
That totally fit with the tone of the game too.
That'd be awesome. Your game yells at you.
I got shot.
Rock band. Sunday.
Wow, we just started a new trend.
There you go. Developers,
We have to do that at the beginning of every show.
RetroforceGO.
Tetris.
Cool.
But yeah,
all right, now.
so it's good times. Look how much fun we had just
Animal
talking about it.
Oh God.
She right to that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Whenever the conversation lulls in the next 2 hours, I'm just gonna yell one of those out.
oh, that's amazing.
Did something else come out this week?
Yeah, I should have ended with that one.
Hell no. It can only go up from here. That's fucking hell. All right. Sorry,
Yeah,
back
that's
on track.
great. So the second game was Vegas Stakes for the Super Nintendo.
Vegas Day.
Can we be a pirate family?
Sure.
I'm strictly ninja. Sorry.
But
Can't help.
that's a tease because you've been R-ing at me for the last 10 minutes.
Are you serious?
Arr.
Well then, it's time for break. RetroforceGO.